Hey guys, so today I wanted to take a little bit of time to talk about the infamous Monstera Obliqua. Now, when we think of Monstera Obliqua, our shift automatically focuses to the Peruvian form, which is the whole 90% whole, 10% leaf thing. And people think that, that's the defining factor of Obliqua, but in reality, it's a lot more complicated than that. Obliqua is a complex of plants that is ever changing, it seems, or we're always finding more as we learn more about this complex. We find that what we thought was Obliqua might not be Obliqua, what we thought was an Obliqua might actually be Obliqua, the Peruvian form might be part of the Lechulariana complex, who knows? That's why it's really important that the work is being done to revise the revision of Monstera, which was last revised in the 70s, I believe. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about that. Let's start with the Peruvian form here. These are from my personal collection. This is my Peruvian form. It's a little juvenile. I've been growing this out for about 7 months from a rootless leafless runner, which you can see here, that little green stem that looks like it's walking a tightrope there. The thing about these ones is the myths surrounding its rarity. So, to my understanding, there were two initial collections of this locale of Obliqua back in 75 and 77. So, essentially, everyone that has this form of Obliqua, these are clones from those two initial collections. To my understanding, the one in 75 has more of a elongated shape, and the ones from 75, from what I see, are a little wider. So back in the day, these plants were sold for like 10 bucks, which is just wild. And for a while they were in the hands of just a few collectors in Florida. And there was a myth surrounding it also, saying that it had only been seen 17 times in the wild and collected twice or something like that. And that's just heavily outdated information, if not just plain misinformation. The reality is, up to date, the amount of collectors has gone to, honestly, I'd say like the high 3 digits, like maybe mid 4 digits as far as the amount of people who have this plant in their collection. And as far as collection data goes and accession data, I will actually link a website down below where you can see that it's been collected well over 700 times, whether it be the Peruvian form, the Bolivian form, the Suriname, Napo, Yasuni. Like, there's so many different kinds of Obliqua that we don't even, I can't even begin to like imagine how many types there might be in this complex as the revision is being done. But it is just really cool. But yeah, those myths, like the whole 90% whole thing and only been seen so many times in the wild, that's what keeps these prices really, really high. It's the mythos around it. People love the story behind a rare plant, whether it be a luxury item or just being in the presence of something that's only been seen or handled only so many times, as far as we know. It's a cool feeling. Personally, I like accessibility over exclusivity. I mean, that being said, like, I'm not gonna just give away my Obliqua because I had to. It wasn't cheap, honestly, but I really wanted it, and my goal is to propagate some runners and try to get them out to people so that we can get this plant in the hands of more people. Because one of my favorite quotes is from the legend Dr. Thomas Crook: propagate as much as possible and give to as many people as possible. I'm paraphrasing that, but I really resonate with that statement. So I'm going to show you a couple more different forms of Obliqua, because, again, the myth of the 90% whole, 10% leaf thing is just that, a myth. This actually has 2 plants in it, so this is my Anthurium vitarifolium, and I've been propagating it in here with this Monstera Obliqua. It's a no ID, but I believe it was collected in Mobot, or Mobot, I can't really pronounce that right, but these are some older leaves, these are the newest leaves, and can't tell if that is a runner or not, but look at that chubby little aerial root coming out. Look at that chunky boy. Yeah, so no holes. This one, when it blooms, has a aroma of ripe banana, which is really cool. I haven't gotten this one to bloom yet though. This one is the Bolivian locale, which has a ton of leaves. Again, almost completely solid leaves. These ones do fenestrate, however, not nearly as much as the Peruvian form. I did get this to bloom. There was an inflorescence right here. I did cut it open because I was trying to make a Frankenstein Monstera. I ended up using pollen from my Monstera deliciosa, which was in bloom at the same time as Monstera Obliqua Bolivia Newton-John, if you will. And I think we might have had a successful attempt at hybridization. I have a couple seeds right now, but we'll see like how successful that goes. But if it does, it'd be really exciting. Probably just gonna call it Frankenstein's Monstera. I'll keep you guys updated on that. But yeah, I just wanted to take some time to talk about, you know, like the reason the prices on these plants are so insane and what we can do about that, as far as understanding false scarcity and how that affects the plant market and, honestly, you know, demand capitalism. But I just really think that they're a really interesting complex of plants. I love them, and I am excited to learn more and more about them and to share that with you guys. So, thanks.